What's up guys, hey with Hadi Chana. I'm just going to drop a short back routine here, something that you can do at home. This is something I like to do at home, so I'm just going through a short routine. Just watch it, follow along and start adding it to your routine to really help build you that upper back. Just starting off with a little warm up just to get my back mobility. So I'm just going to focus on this elevated downward dog stretch. Definitely one of my favorite ones if you want to throw this into your routine. Stretches all the way down my hamstrings, my calves, and getting in my lower back as well. And on the forward stretch, just keep your arms straight, just dropping your hips forward, get stretched right through the core as well, so all through the stomach and all the way through your back as you push away. So as you start a little bit higher elevated, just to warm up the muscles, and then I go slightly lower with the position. Just get a deeper stretch in there. And picking up the pace a little bit as well, just to keep it more dynamic. Again, just to warm up the back muscles, I'm going to go into this declined rows. So just doing these inverted row position. I'm just going to do like 10 reps. Pretty easy, so I'm not going too far down with the bar. So just warming up my back muscles, getting ready for the workout. So like I said, about 10 reps in this neutral position. I like to go 10 maybe close position, and then wide as well. There. Make sure I hit those little pulses in between there. Those pulses just keeps it again more dynamic. So you're not trying to just go into static stretching, trying to get warmed up rather than trying to elongate the muscles. One more for the shoulders. This one, I like to use this resistance tube. Just giving it a stretch as you rotate through your arms back and just releasing the tension as you come forward. So the movements you should ideally be using is the ones that you're going to be using when you're actually doing the workout and doing all the pulling movements through your back. So just warming up all those muscles that are going to get used when you're doing any back exercise. Okay, I'm ready. to get this workout started. First exercise I'm going to use is the banded bent over rows. So I'm going to be stepping on the band. Keeping that position there, nice and tight, hips back. Keeping that chest out and just pulling. And then exhaling out the top. So you pull all the way through, trying to bring your fists all the way towards your waist or right at the end of your hips. So I'm going for 15 reps is what I feel just about right with the band. Gonna take 60 seconds to rest and then go straight in again. And I'm gonna be aiming for 3 to 4 sets per every exercise. So moving into the second set. Make sure you're really squeezing at the top. Mind and muscle here, so you want to make sure you're working on those lats. So really focus on squeezing those muscles. If you really feel the muscles really tightening up, just what you saw there in the last few reps I was about to do, you just saw that I actually just hunched my back forward because I just wanted to give it a relax, just get that tension out a little bit because it was getting really tight. So I was just relaxing my back there, stretching it just a little bit and then finishing off the reps. So that's another great way when you're feeling that tightness, just stretch it out a little bit and then finish off those repetitions. Let's go into our third set now. I'm going to do 3 on this exercise. I haven't started with exercise that's the most intense because again it's another exercise you just want to do the first few sets, something that's a little bit on the more comfortable side, just to get your muscles going so you don't overload too heavy on those first sets. Again, we're avoiding injuries, working smart. Still a great exercise. Literally feeling my back muscles really firing up, really tightening at the moment already. So you do not need to lift weights. It's not necessary. It's just the resistance that you apply to the muscles and how you focus with your mind and muscle connection. That's what's always going to build your muscles. Alright, so I'm just going to take a rest and I'm going to move on to our second exercise. Alright, next one I'm going to is going to be pull-ups. Now if you find pull-ups really difficult, as I still find pull-ups quite a difficult exercise to do, so to use that, I use these loop bands which you can tie up against on bars, so to give you that assistance when you lock your foot or your knee into it. And if you're doing this exercise at home, you've got nothing, then if you watched in the warm-up, I was doing the Australian pull-ups as a warm-up, that's the exercise you can go for if you can get that in at home somewhere. If not, the best thing is to get one of those pull-up bars that you can put up on a doorway. That's a very great one, and you can still connect these resistant bands to as well. And then lastly, if you're especially wearing shorts, I mean you don't want the bands rubbing against, pulling on your hair and your skin, then the best thing here to do is grab yourself at least a towel, a t-shirt, whatever you got, just to place there so you can place your knee onto. So this exercise I'm going to is these assisted pull-ups, but I'm also doing in a drop form, which I'm going to drop my knees down to the floor. So that's the position that I've set this for. So I'm going to bring my knee down to the ground, lock the other foot over, just keeps it more stable on the pull-up and just keeping it controlled. So you want to get a full stretch through the arms, and we're just going for one pull, exhaling out right at the top, slowly controlled on the way down. And again, just resting at the bottom, 1-2 seconds. I'll go for failure reps when I do this exercise. So I'm using kind of a medium intensity level band and just going for as many reps, which I'm trying to target my usual 7 to 8. So that's how you do that exercise. Same principle. I'm going to take 60 seconds, get some recovery, and then go and repeat another 2 or 3 sets. Let's bring it in. I'll go for a second set. Got to really spread it out on there when you're using bands. I'm wearing shorts. I pull on my hairs. Again, locking the opposite leg over. Getting full stretch on the arms. And just make sure you're using nothing but forearms, biceps, and trying to get that mind muscle connection on your back. All right. I just blown it on 6 this time. That was probably due to the first exercise. So already feeling my back a little bit tired. So you're going to find that with the exercise as you go through. Sometimes if you started with an exercise like this, you'll notice that you can do more reps. But you got to remember, when you're working the muscle, gradually as you go on, certain exercises that you think when you can manage more reps, it's slightly going to decrease just because your muscle is fatiguing as you're moving further and further into the workout. Let's see if I can manage to squeeze past the 6 this time. I always like to set myself for the higher reps. If you set yourself for the lower reps, sometimes that's where you stop. So make sure you're setting yourself for your maximum where it is the most difficult. Ah, 6 again. I'm going to attempt that one more. Just about. So that's the second back exercise done, and I'm going to move on to one more just to complete this home workout. So 3 different back exercises, hitting 3 to 4 sets. As I've done 3, if you want to push yourself a little bit more, you can get to those 4 sets for each of the exercises. So let's move on to our last and final third one. So I'm going to just combine doing a dumbbell bent over row in a T-bar action. I'm going to go straight down to work the lower back, so I'm going to superset and really strengthen into our lower back here as well, because you really want to make sure you're working your lumbar back and not always just focusing on your upper and your mid back muscles. So the exercise I'm going to do is getting a dumbbell. So if you've got a heavy dumbbell, whatever you've got, you can use at home. And you just want to interlock your fingers around the actual dumbbell. So here, just grabbing the dumbbell like this, interlocking them, and then going into that similar position we did with the bands, but this time much wider with the feet, keeping the dumbbell in between the legs, and then pulling the top of the dumbbell to the chest. 15 reps there, and straight down, going into these back extensions here. So just get yourself lying on a mat, hands behind the head, or you can have them in front And just small movements. Just another 15. You're really going to feel that exercise. This one is such a small movement that you'll find, but it really works. You're going to feel your lower back really firming up, really getting tired.
Yo, what's up everyone? It's Armando now. My new single China featuring that Yankee, Osuna, Devani, and Karol G is available to stream now on Spotify. Click the banner, but keep on listening now.
Oh. You can always stretch your muscles in between the sessions, especially when you really feel them tighten up. It's a great way just to keep that elasticity, flexibility, stretch them, releasing some tension. Also better for growing as well, so you're growing muscles to its fullest length. And this one right here, just sitting back into it, stretching from my shoulders, stretching from my lats. I'm going to go finish off the workout. I'm ready to go in. When you're doing supersets, when we look at terms of rest, it's always per the exercise. So by the time I've actually done this dumbbell row and then I'll move on to the next exercise, I'm most likely, by the time I finish that one, I've almost had a minute rest on the exercise. So that's how it works in conjunction with supersets. That's where you jump from one to another, and the rest times really no longer matter when you're working sort of different areas of the body. So you can just jump straight on to the exercise. Guys, that's the end of the workout here for me. If you guys want to follow along on this workout, if you have, hope you enjoyed this workout. You guys, welcome to comment below. Let me know how you get on with the workout. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. We're bringing you more future content. Try this one out. A nice quick home routine. Can finish in about 30 to 40 minutes. Try it out. See you next time, guys.